Till now, we have seen single phase half bridge inverter and single phase full bridge inverter with resistive load. In this video, variation of load will be observed. Single phase half bridge inverter with RL load is first one. In this, we have four modes. This waveform representing single phase half bridge and full bridge inverter with different loads. This waveform is with RL load. Here we can see that it is the current waveform different from resistive load. As in previous video we have seen that current waveform follow the behavior of voltage waveform, but here current waveform is lagging with angle phi with respect to voltage waveform. And this waveform have analyzed in four modes from mode 1 to mode 4. In mode 1 we have seen that switch S1 is on, in mode 2 D2, mode 3 S2 and mode 4 is D1. These switches are on in 4 modes and the process is repeated in a complete cycle. The different modes with respect to circuit perspective we can see. In mode 1, as switch S1 will be on, then voltage V output will be plus Vs by 2 and current waveform will also in positive direction. So the power will be positive and power flow from source to load. Inductance is storing the energy in mode 1. In next mode, the current direction have to remain same and voltage polarity is needed to reversed. So D2 is switched on, and as the power become negative and power flow from inductance to load, inductance to source. So inductance is releasing the energy. In mode 3, the direction of voltage and current polarity is reversed, so the power will become positive and S2 is on, so the power flow from source to load and inductance is storing the energy again. Similarly in mode 4, D2 on and inductance releasing the energy. For half bridge inverter, this table analyzes that which device have to connect at which time. So when power is positive, switches will connect, and when power is negative, diodes will be connected. At the beginning, we have to connect diode or switch. We can analyze by using this technique that if our load is inductive in nature, so diode will connect at the first, and if our load is capacitive in nature, the switch is connected at beginning. This can be verified by observing the I note current in overdamped and underdamped condition. In RLC overdamped condition, we have XL greater than XC, so inductive load, and it is lagging in nature, so diode is connected in beginning. And in RLC underdamped, XC is greater than XL, so it is capacitive load, so it is in leading in nature and switch is connected at the beginning. Phase angle at lagging load or leading load can be determined by using this formula phi equal to tan inverse x upon r, where x may be XL minus XC or XC minus XL. We can see for RLC overdamped, XL is greater than XC and power angle can be determined by tan inverse XL minus XC. For RLC underdamped condition, XC greater than XL and power angle can be determined by tan inverse XL minus XC. which is in negative value, so we can convert it to the positive value by tan inverse xc minus xl by r. Commutation time can be determined by using the phase angle. Tc equal to phase angle divided by omega, and we know that this commutation angle should be greater than the device turn of time for successful commutation. If it is less than the device turn of time, then our switch will fail to forced commutation. Fourier series for square wave waveform is 2Vs by n pi sin omega t. As we know that it is a voltage source inverter, voltage waveform will remain same, so we can generalize for any waveform, any load, V output will be same. So for RLC load, the current can be defined by VON by Zn, nth harmonic voltage divided by nth harmonic impedance. Where Zn equal to Rn plus J XLN minus XCN, and it is in polar form, it can be represented like this. We can put the value of Zn, we can obtain here to get the magnitude and phase angle of nth harmonic output current waveform. For example perspective, for inductive load Zn is equal to XLN equal to n omega L, and phase angle is 90 degree. So by putting this value in the current waveform, 2 Vs by n pi n omega L sin n omega t minus 90 degree, and here current is inversely proportional to n square, and we get the triangular current waveform in this situation.